So I just got home from work and there's a box sitting on my porch. I know it's from my buddy Sam, but I don't know what he's up to. So I'm going to go ahead and set this down. I got it down here in the cluttered basement studios. My workbench is still a mess coming back from Beat the Creek. I got some stuff I need to get organized and put away. But let me set this down and see what we're dealing with in this box. All right, went ahead and got it cut open. He hasn't been real subtle that he's up to something, but he's been real coy about what he's up to. He told me to pick a color, and I have no idea what it's about, and he keeps telling me to always be recording. And so we're going to see what this is about together. Yes. We've got us a Traxxas TRX-4M High Trail Ford Ranger XLT edition. And I chose blue, and so I've got to assume this is the blue version. This is awesome. All right. So I think what this is about is because I really like these. I think these things look awesome, but I just really struggle with supporting this brand. And so I would just never buy this for myself. And now I have one and I didn't have to buy it for myself. So that is really incredible, man. Oh my gosh. This is insane. This is so generous. All right. Well, let's get into this thing. We need to rip this thing open. So let me spin this camera around and get set up, and we're just going to film a video real quick.
Welcome to CK4RC.
Had to get settled into the cluttered basement studios to do what I do. And of course I had to go ahead and change my shirt. Went ahead, got to rep the brand. Crawler Tracks, Sam. I mean, they sent me the truck. The least I can do is shill their product. You know what I mean? So, Crawler Tracks. Go check them out. I got a discount code down in the video description. You get 10% off anything you want to buy from them. So, for a TRX-4M, I would recommend the Wave. That's a super popular choice. The Frame Bender NXT, that's also a good one. And the Broken Bridge. Those three, that'll get you somewhere. Anyway, I'm not going to do a full unboxing with this. We know who makes it. We know what it is. We know what it looks like. We know what it's capable of. All that stuff. So, I'm not going to do all that. But, I mean, it's going to be an unboxing in the sense that I'm going to take it out of the box. Because I'm excited to see this thing in person. I don't know if I've ever seen a blue Ford High Trail in person. So, I'm kind of pumped about that, to be honest with you. Yep, alright. We already know all that stuff. I opened it backwards. Of course I did. Ha! What a goof. Oof. Traxxas TQI radio. Is this not even a TQI? Is this just a TQ? Listen, I'm not familiar. It's been a long time since I've run a Traxxas. Is there a difference between the top qualifier, the TQ radio system, and the TQI? Is TQI, is that like the interface? Is that like have telemetry and stuff? Is that what the difference is? Leave me a comment down below. Fill me in on the Traxxas radio system. And also let me know, I mean, this is overdue, right? For just like a rebrand, a rehaul, overhaul. I mean, the TQ radio system, it's been around for a while, I feel like. And it doesn't look like there's anything special with it. So, sorry. Calling it what it is. Oh no. So, I do have a Traxxas 2S battery to go with it. That's a great thing. I'm pretty sure Traxxas has a proprietary battery connector, don't they? Of course they do. Sam, I'm going to have to buy a new charger for this thing. Huh? Look at that weird plug. Traxxas, why you gotta make things difficult? Just, that's what they do. Alright, well, there it is. Okay, I mean, here's the USB charger. I'm gonna have to use it for a while because I don't have a Traxxas charger. Hopefully it doesn't burn my house down. Don't need that. Alright, here's the moment everybody's been waiting for. Everybody likes to do this on these videos for some reason. Is this actually, I mean, does anybody actually enjoy this? Or is this just like somebody's trying to catch on or trying to latch on to the ASMR fad and get cheap clicks. Is that all it is? I feel like that's all it is. But in case you're somebody that enjoys it, here you go. This is for you. They really saran wrap this thing on here. There we go. License plate says TRX4. It's not TRX4, it's TRX-4M. I do like the wheels on there. Dang, there's no insert in that tire at all. Okay. Does have some Mickey Thompson Baja Pro tires. That's not bad for an RTR. I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad at that at all. But here's the thing. Here's what I really wanted to get this thing out of the box for and check out. Suspension's not too bad. Yeah, that's okay. That's okay. So I always hear about how great the Traxxas clipless body system is. That is really what I want to check out right now. So I'm going to get under here and I'm going to pop this little clip right here. Whoop. Got that one. And there's another one right back here in the back. Whoop. All right, I got to tell you. Yeah, that clipless system, that's a winner. That was super easy to take off. And I mean, I'll do it real quick just to make sure that what I'm going to say is accurate, but it's going to be just as easy to put back on. Yep, there it is. Oh, that right there. That was the front and the back latching. And that ain't coming off. That clipless latch system, Traxxas, you got it right. Listen, I'll give them their flowers. They got that right. That's well done. Still running the Titan brand motors. I feel like that's probably outdated too. I say that because my old Stampede that I got from like 2002 that I still have over here on this shelf down on the bottom, it's broken, the diff's blown out. It's got a Titan, Titan 12 turn, I think? I don't know. It's old, it's brushed, it's junk, and that was still running a Titan system. Was that over 20 years ago? Got two openings for light plugs in there, so that's cool. And then the ridiculously weird battery port right there as well. It's a small battery tray. But then again, I already showed you, it's a small battery. It is a 750 milliamp 2-cell. So 20C. All right. This servo looks awfully small. Oh, that does not feel good. That does not feel good. All right, Traxxas guys. I haven't driven one of these. How's the stock servo? I have to assume it's trash because most stock electronics probably are. And this thing, it looks small and it feels weak. So again, drop me a comment down below. Let me know what you think of the stock servo. I mean, it really is a clean setup though. There's nothing complicated about it. Got plastic 4 links, that's cool. Plastic drive shafts, okay. Plastic diff covers, everything looks to be plastic. There are some bearings in there, it looks like. These do not look to be beadlock wheels, they're not. But that's okay. I mean, those are good looking wheels and tires. I'm pretty pleased with that. I might just leave those on there. I don't know, we'll see. But now, there's only one thing left to do. I gotta get this battery charged, and we gotta go give this thing a rip. Here we go. We are live and in action. We got power. You can see by the headlights. I wish that there were some lights up here in the light bar, but there's not. I think that they are hollowed cans, so you can put LED bulbs in there, and there is an extra spot in the receiver or the ESC for another light hookup. But let's see how this thing performs. I really wanted to take it outside and get some awesome running footage, but it has been raining nonstop for the entire 2025 year, basically. So we're gonna stay inside. Let's check out the modulation. Not the best. That is that Titan 12-turn brushed motor. That is about as slow as I can get that. It looks like it's forward brake reverse, it looks like. Interesting. The reverse has more control than the forward. Unless I was just being a little heavy on the throttle. I might have been a little heavy. I don't know. But with it being rainy outside and everything else, and this truck coming directly from Sam at Crawler Tracks, I figured let's just feature it on some crawler tracks and see how it does. The frame bender, it should handle this pretty easily. And as you can see, we're not really having any complications there. Let's spin it around, get a beauty shot of that butt. Get that rear end beauty shot, you know what I mean? This Ford pickup body is just a thing of beauty. So it's not the smoothest control with that brushed motor. It is significantly quieter than some of the other mini rigs that I have. Let's see how it does with the wave. This is always one of my favorite obstacles from Crawler Tracks. Up and over, getting a little bit of flex on that suspension. Looking good. Looking good. You can hear the tires gripping and digging in. And then of course, we're gonna have to run it backwards too. And it handles the wave with relative ease. That's pretty cool. Let's give it one more challenge and see how it does on the broken bridge. This one can always be tricky as well. Ooh, slammed down, but stayed planted. I wonder if the deflated tires help with that. I'm willing to bet they probably do. What if I go backwards? Well, it helps if I stay online, I guess. It is going pretty good. And touchdown. Okay, that's cool. And just for funsies, let's go ahead and get a quick size comparison here next to my Red Cat Ascent 18. You can see that the wheelbase is pretty similar, but the body on the TRX-4M is considerably longer. And it is a little bit taller as well. That's a nice side-by-side comparison though. And in case you're just not familiar with TRX-4Ms and why they call this the High Trail, well, I just happened, don't ask me why, but I just happen to have a stock TRX-4M tire. Like I said, don't ask why. So if I set this right next to the High Trail tire, you can see the High Trail does have more height to it. It is a bigger tire, it does set a little bit higher. So that is the size difference. So what do we think of the Traxxas TRX-4M? What are the goods and the bads? Well, first of all, the goods is this sweet looking hard body. This Ford F100, Ford F-150 XLT hard body. That thing is just gorgeous. The detail on it is second to none. Can't deny that at all. The clipless body system is the best on the market probably, with how easy it clicks into place, how easy it unclicks, how secure it is. Traxxas got that right. These wheels and tires on here are nice. I also was advised that they're actually not glued on, they're just loose. So that's kind of crazy. And evidently, these tires have a special thickness on the bead to where they sit in there and kind of lock in, so they don't freely spin a whole lot. So if you want to replace the tires but keep the wheels, you got to get specific Traxxas beadlock tires so they'll sit in there and lock in like they're supposed to. Just a little tip in case you're not familiar with that. I wasn't, and I found that out. So while they're not beadlocks, they're also not glued on, so you can swap things out if you want. Honestly, I'm going to stick with these for a while because the tires seem nice. They're good and soft, and squishy without any inserts, and I really like the look of the wheels on this truck. So those are my goods. My bads, the brushed motor, the 25-year-old TQ radio that is just so over-the-top simple. It has an on-off switch. It has a steering alignment. I can't even think of steering trim knob. That's what I was trying to think of. That's it. Literally, that's it on the entire radio. So those are the bads. The suspension seems okay. The servo is super weak. Another good, I'm kind of bouncing back and forth right now just as I'm thinking about what I like and dislike about the truck. Waterproof electronics. For minis, that's kind of nice. A lot of minis aren't waterproof. So to have this one be waterproof, that's pretty cool. I could take it out and run it in the rain if I wanted to, but I don't want to because I don't want to have to dry it out and clean it off and everything else. So overall, it's a nice truck. I'm not mad at this at all. Big time shout out to Sam for sending it to me. I will happily add this TRX-4M to my fleet. And I don't want to be misunderstood that I don't like Traxxas vehicles. They make really good vehicles. And they're as big and popular as they are for a reason. What I don't like is just how the company is ran. So I wish they had more of a presence in the RC community, and I wish they weren't so happy to shut people down and sue them, and I'm a little bit nervous to even just say that because I don't want to get a cease and desist order. But we'll see. That's my personal opinion. That's from my own experience. I like the vehicles. I like this one. I have a hard time supporting that brand. That's what it comes down to. So Sam, very much appreciate the truck. It is really cool. If you don't have one and you don't have a problem with the brand, go get you one. They're really good. But you're not missing out if you don't have one. There are a lot of other really good options on the market. So just as always, choose what's best for you. Make sure you hit that quadfecta before you go. Like, subscribe, comment, and share. Keep doing RC stuff, and I'll see you next time. Big time thank you to my members and channel partners, and if you would like to join the ranks, click on that join button for exclusive content, never before seen videos, early access to videos, and other exclusive content, pictures, polls, and having an active voice in what comes next on the channel. So appreciate the support. Click on that join button, and thank you so much to the channel members.